more concealed, it's more covert, that the driver doesn't even know where it is, there are no wires protruding, and this is really tracked through satellites, etc. All this has to come together. There's a lot of states doing a lot of things in a lot of pieces of this chain, and that chain has to really come together end to end to achieve the real transformational benefits that we seek. And I think ICT can play a very important role in this chain. But we have to keep in mind that there are, and there's other things like SMS. Chhattisgarh, for example, has a system where through an SMS you can get the date, the time, the vehicle number, and the stock number of each delivery. So citizens are being empowered to obtain this information and provide that kind of monitoring. When we look at ICT, a lot of people think that ICT can solve all of the ills of this chain. We have to remember that when we talk about making the process more efficient, that's one aspect of it. But when you talk of the other social issues, it cannot be the panacea for all the problems that exist. And one has to keep that in mind when we design ICT systems. When I compare it to the food stamps in the US, one of the things that they don't have as much, I mean, there is some collusion, some fraudulent activity down at the food stamp level, but that is not a major issue. The bigger driving force there is, why are these people on food stamps? Why are they not employed? When can we cut off their unemployment benefits and get them to work? That is the bigger driver there. There is not as much of the collusion in mind, and the ICT experts cannot really offer much solutions in that area, but that area does need to be addressed. We can have as much monitoring as we want. We can have as much put on the smart card so that the FPS shop owner is not entering the Form A's, but really think of something else to do. What will prevent him from doing these things? What will prevent the driver from not diverting the food grains? So I'll just end with one government statistic here. They are looking at expanding coverage of BPL under PDS from something like 6.52 crores to 8 crores of people. This will involve an outlay of something like 34 million tons with a food subsidy bill of 54,000 crores in the next year or two. These are massive numbers, and this is based on that Tendulkar Committee's poverty projection for 2011, which has subsequently been ratified by the Planning Commission. So with these kind of numbers, the role that ICT can play is to make process end-to-end, make it efficient, and make it as much foolproof as it can possibly be done. But again, this has to be complemented by incentivizing the various stakeholders to, for lack of a better term, not partake in the type of activities that are detrimental to the system. And we have to think of some innovative ways to either incentivize them or involve them or make it worth their while. Some states are trying a lot of non-PDS items to enhance the margins of the PDS shop owners. And that's one aspect of it, but there can be a lot more that needs to be done in that area. So with that, I'll end here. I think everyone is very tired anyway, so thank you very much.